purposefulness means whatever we speak, whatever we write, that should have a definite purpose. And that definite purpose should have been coming from multiple testing. Perfect. Now, the third point is testability. Testability means always create a model that should be testable, that you can also test by your own self. Right? Do not create a model that is not testable. I mean, I will just give you an example. You guys must have bought some medicines from pharmacy, right? So when you open the packet, there is a prescription leaf. Did you ever notice that on that prescription leaf, the structural formula and the chemical formula of that medicine is written? Why they write this formula? Can anybody tell me? Ma'am, you please. What is good name? Yeah. What is good name? So, did you ever buy any medicine from pharmacy? So, why do they write chemical formula on the leaf? Is there any purpose, sir?
Yes.
What is the purpose behind that? Yeah, absolutely right. So, whatever ingredients in that medicine has, you can get it verified from another pharmacist as well. So whatever model you produce, that should be testable so that people can test it by their own self. Okay, I have given a very funny example. You have seen how many people here from Pakistan, India? I am from Pakistan. India. Rest of the people, okay. India, so we know each other, right? So people from Indo-Pak, we have many Baba there, right? They find some jinn sort of things, mantra and everything. So let's suppose there's a person who is finding jinn. Now Mr. X finds the jinns with his knowledge and never discloses his methodology. I mean, imagine some Baba comes into this room, he says, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see there are 4 jinn. Can you believe on his information? Yes or no? Why you are, so much confused? Just say yes or no. If yes, there has to be a reason. No. Why?
Because that is a not visual. That is for individual person, not for other people share. If I am thinking here, some people here, that is my knowledge, not for other.
Yeah. Okay, let me rephrase it. At least he should have given you a methodology. Brother, I am using this method. If you cannot use it, bring some expert who can use this method and who can also verify that there are 4 jinn, as the pharmacists do. But he will never disclose his methodology. It means whatever he's presenting, that is not a scientific information because that is not testable. Is this clear or not? Right? So, the first thing we learned, purposefulness. The second thing, rigor. The third thing, testable. Whatever we say, that should have a definite purpose. That should have been come from multiple testing, and that should be testable. You should speak to a people, to the general people, so everybody can get it tested by him own self, right? Now, the next point is, which is very important, is replicable. Replicable means, okay, always create a model that other can also follow. Always create a model, always give an information for decision-making purpose that other can also follow. Right? You can say, always speak truth. Walk 30 minutes daily. Now you are giving this model, everybody can implement, right? Okay, now there is a person, he got died because he was climbing the Mount Everest and he became famous. Do you think whatever he has done is logical? No, because he has created a model which is not replicable for the general public. Okay, so as a decision maker, always take decision on an information that is replicable. Do not go for the information that is not replicable. And always, as a presenter of the information, always try to present an information that other can also replicate it, right? Okay, so everybody know Prophet Yusuf, Prophet Joseph in Quran, in Bible, Torah. So you might have listened his story. Since his childhood, he followed integrity. He was consistently practicing patience. He was truthful. He has believed in God, and finally he became the king. So the model he created was replicable. You can replicate it. If you ask someone to be patient, yes, you can exercise it. If you ask someone to be truthful, he can exercise it. Right? So always create a model, always give an information that can be replicated. The next one is generalizability. This is my favorite. Generalizability means always speak that is beneficial for the general public. Okay, now, like you can say, always speak truth, never tell a lie, be honest, be punctual, respect people. Now, this information is beneficial for the general public. Yes? Do you know that in the banking sector, people charge interest? Yes, especially in Pakistan, India, the interest rate is very high. I know in Pakistan, it is more than 30% now. So do you think charging interest on loan is beneficial for the general public? No, that is selfishness. You are only benefiting yourself, right? So this is not a good information. Selfishness. Okay, let me tell you one thing. I have seen many motivational speakers. They wear a suit, watches, which is worth $1 million. And they are the motivational speakers, and they are addressing the general public. Now imagine which kind of motivational speaker are you, right? The model you are adopting by your own self is not applicable by the general public, right? So whatever you say, that should be beneficial for the general public, not for specific category or specific community, right? Okay, let's suppose if I say, if you work hard, you will get success. Do you think my statement is generalizable?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. If I say only Indian people, you will be successful. No. You will laugh at me, brother. What are you speaking, right? So it means always give information that is beneficial for everyone. Now the first thing is purposefulness. Second, rigor. Number 3, testable. Number 4, replicable. Number 5, generalizable. Next thing, objectivity. Now, objectivity means always follow the principles. Now, there are two concepts. One is called objectivity, and another one is called subjectivity. Objectivity means when you talk about the principles, when you talk about the facts. And subjectivity means when you share your own philosophy, on likeness, on thought about something, right? Okay. So as a presenter, when you present information to the people for the decision making, always disclose objective information that is based on universal truth. Do not speak about your own philosophy that actually I think like this, right? So if there is a night, that is a definite truth. You cannot deny it. You cannot say that, okay, yeah, there is a night, but in my thought, I think, the flowers are shining, You can speak like this. You cannot share your own philosophy. So objectivity means whenever you speak something, whenever you write something, to assist for the decision making of the other people, you have to talk about always objectivity, right? So always talk about facts and figures. Do not share your own thinking, your own likeness. So there are some principles which normally professionals they follow. I recommend you to keep these principles with you. Number 1 is confidentiality. Everybody believes in confidentiality. Confidentiality means when you work for an organization, for the lifetime, you have to be very confidential, right? Okay. Integrity. What does integrity mean by that? Integrity means to follow honesty for the whole life. Be truthful for the whole life, you know. So let's suppose you are accountant, okay, and your boss says, hide losses, I will pay you more. But if you don't hide, I will fire you. Now, brother Mark, what we should do? We should hide the losses or we should get fired? Tough question. Okay, I repeat again. How many people who doesn't have the yeah, please, brother Zakir, can you distribute? Thank you. Okay, I repeat my question again. You are working as an accountant and there is a loss in the company and your boss says, hide this loss. Do not show this loss to the investors. If you hide this loss, I will give you some money. But if you present that loss, I will fire you. Now, what you will do, brother Mark?
In my point of view,
In my point of view, right? So he's saying, in my point of view, I'm not asking your point of view. I am asking objective truth. I am asking you to speak that has a definite purpose. That should be based on rigorous finding. That is testable. Other can also replicate. So if you say, in my opinion, maybe other people cannot replicate it. Okay, so just speak the definite truth. Yes, you will hide the loss or not. You will not hide. That is absolutely right. So you are following the integrity.